get ready for a rare behind-the-scenes look. South Africa's coach is spilling the tea on how they pulled off that historic series win in India. We're talking everything, folks, from that controversial declaration timing to the genius use of spin. You'll discover all the calculated decisions and the team-first culture that totally outmaneuvered the home team. So, was that declaration too late? Well, the coach is here to reveal it all. Get into the intricate, multi-layered thinking that had India's batters groveling as they faced a new ball in those treacherous evening shadows.
There are a few factors. We obviously look at how best we're going to use the new ball so that we don't. In the morning, we still want a newish, hardish ball, because also what we felt is that when the shadows come across the wicket in the evening, there's something in it for the quick bowlers. So we didn't want to declare too early and not be able to use that. And then obviously we wanted India to spend as much time on their feet out in the field. You know, we wanted them to really grovel, to steal a phrase. Bat them completely out the game, and then say to them, well, come and survive on the last day and an hour this evening. So far so good, but we also know that they're not just going to roll over. We're going to have to be at our very best tomorrow.
Wow. Oh, here's a twist. Can you believe South Africa's spinners out-bowled India's? The coach thinks he knows why. Apparently, bowling on those unhelpful pitches back home, it gave the team a unique game-winning edge. How cool is that?
I don't know if we're better. I think we're just used to these conditions a lot more, because back home, the spinners don't bowl on spin-friendly conditions. So I think our defensive game is better. If you look at the Indian spinners, I think they used to bowling on wickets that are conducive to spin bowling. So the pace they bowl at, the ball reacts a lot quicker, which makes them a lot more dangerous. I think back home, our spinners are forced to bowl with a little bit more guile and a little bit more variation. And it certainly stood us in good stead coming here on a good wicket like this, where we're able to play with our flight, play with our lines and lengths a bit more. Overspin, side spin, all of the variations that are needed. So I don't think we're better than them. I think we might just be slightly better equipped in these conditions, yes.
Beyond just the victory, the success of South Africa's spinners is telling a powerful story of resilience. Discover how their journey is sparking new hope for a whole generation of players in this fast bowling-obsessed nation.
Simon reached out to me saying he'd love to play for South Africa again. I don't know who was happier, him or me. You know, I certainly knew that I wanted him in the squad or in the side as soon as we landed, or as soon as we knew we were coming to the subcontinent. And then someone like Seniorin goes unnoticed. He goes about his work quietly. Again, tough being a spinner in South Africa. Really tough, because you don't get conditions that favor it. So he's churned away workmanlike performances over the years. He's had the experience of being here before in that ill-fated tour of a few years ago. So yeah, the journey outside of Kesh for the others have been a proper journey, you know, one of hard work and showing resilience. Simon has reinvented himself, 1,000 first-class wickets. I don't think that record's going to be broken anytime soon. And I think the big thing for me is that it provides hope for young spinners back in South Africa, where we were primarily seen as a country that just throws its weight behind fast bowling. I'd like to think that the young spinners back home.
How do you bench a star player, you ask? Well, the coach is laying it all on the line, revealing the frank logic behind those tough selection calls. He also praises the strongly selfless, team-first attitude that really defines their winning culture.
India, and again, We feel that Mulder is a better new ball bowler. He tends to hit the seam better than Boshi does. Boshi is better with the older ball, but we don't think that the older ball plays as much a role here. The older ball is when the spinners basically bowl. So yeah, that is our logic. Whether it makes sense at the end of the day, it depends on what you choose to believe. But yeah, that's our logic. And the good thing is that players buy into it. Tough on guys, tough on Sen in that first test, missing out after being man of the series in the previous series. Boshi doing nicely, missing out here. But again, such is this group of guys that it's all about the team. Some individuals will be disappointed, but ultimately, like they'd say to me, is whatever gets the side to be successful, they're comfortable with that.
In the end, South Africa's victory came down to meticulous planning, a selfless team culture, and a deep-seated belief in every player's role. An inspiring story, truly.